Everybody, 4-2 Long Beach State on top of LMU. Hogan will be at the plate. A new pitcher for the Lions. Their fifth, so far this evening. It'll be Kyle Mora, number 46, the junior, with the right hand. Kyle Mora, 3.41 ERA, 308 leadoff. He's allowed 18 hits in 29 innings pitched. He's walked 11 batters and struck out 29. That's one strikeout for every inning. One win, no losses. See what he can do against Hogan at the very bottom of the order. 269 is Hogan's batting average. Hogan was hit by a pitch early on, managed to make it around the bases, and recorded a run.
And Mora, another guy who has a higher ERA in conference than he does in non-conference play. Has a 4.66 ERA in West Coast Conference play. But as you said, a 3.41 ERA overall. Last appeared on Sunday, so short stint in between appearances, and against the Gales when the Lions fell 6-4. Mora went 3 innings, gave up a run and a hit.
So he did only go 3 innings against St. Mary's, so you're going to wonder how much longer is Jason Gill going to keep him in. You know, the 5th pitcher of the evening, he could potentially finish this game if he stays consistent. Count is 1-2 now for Caden Hogan, the shortstop.
Might expect to see Frasso or maybe Fernandezzi. It's still early, and Gilly's got to hope this is not an extra inning game tonight.
That one definitely got away from him there. Kyle Mora with the little elevator pitch.
But if it means getting a victory in the extra innings, so be it.
Lions would absolutely like a win here. They've got it all to lose tonight, but Long Beach State has it all to gain, nothing to lose. As you mentioned earlier, Chris, these non-conference games kind of don't really work to LMU's advantage, and swing and a miss, and down goes Hogan as Kyle Mora gets his first strikeout of the evening off his first batter. We'll start things off again at the top of the inning with Jimenez, the catcher. Sophomore 1 for 2 today. Accounts for 2 runs.
Well, that was an excuse me swing by Hogan. And you know, Mora's throwing gas. He hides the ball fairly well, and at his size, that's also intimidating.
There you see it again. Really fast-paced pitch. You gotta like that too off a first pitch to, you know, so often batters will look down a first strike just to get a feel for what you're doing, but if you're throwing it with that much velocity, it can get you thinking.
Lions have not been able to solve Chris Jimenez tonight, who has reached base all 3 times, including a walk, 2 for 2.
So 2 quick strikes right down the middle. Both caught Jimenez looking. 0 for 2 is your count for number 3. There's the pitch. This time Jimenez swings, but that one goes foul. He hit it with mustard on it, but, you know, just a little bit too much to the right-hand side. Count will remain the same at 0-2.
Mora may have gotten away with that one there. I think he left that over the plate too far, probably trying to work away. At least I would expect him to try to work Jimenez away.
Jimenez, as you said, Chris, has been sharp tonight. Provide a good challenge, and that time he makes contact all the way down to third base. A long throw to first, and it's missed. Jimenez will stay, though, as Cooper Ewell did his best 90-yard dash and tagged and out. As Jimenez was off the bag. Jimenez can't believe it, and he's arguing right now with first base umpire.
Well, let's go back to the throw. The throw took a horrible hop in front of Steven Chavez. And Cooper Ewell doing what he does best. He's not having his best night behind the plate, even though the pitcher's not helped him with pitches in the dirt. But Ewell got behind that throw, and Steven Chavez kind of whispered to Ewell, hey, listen, he made a little bit of a turn in, throw me the ball. And Ewell did just that, and Chavez tagged out Jimenez.
Very smart heads-up baseball there for LMU.
And if the Lions come back to win this game, that is going to be a play that we talk a lot about because that's out number 2 here in this inning.
Absolutely. Check swing. It's called a ball. Count is now 1-0 for number 24, Huey. Chris Huey, the catcher. Excuse me, Chris Huey, not the catcher. Jimenez is the catcher this evening. Oh, and that one hits Kyle Mora right in the foot. And the Lions still managed to get the out, and good thing because Kyle Mora is going to want to rest that one, throw a little ice on the ankle. That'll do it for Top of 7. When we return, you're watching Lions baseball on the LMU Sports Network and the W.TV, powered by Watch Stadium.
So there's what I mean.
Yeah.
No outro with us.
Calvin Estrada, who's 1 for 3 tonight, he will check into home plate. I'm Jonathan Grace with Chris Turkanani, who'll be taking you through the rest of this inning.
Estrada standing in. Looks for the first pitch strike from Mora. 0-1 the count. Estrada, a single in between a flyout and a strikeout. 1 for 3. Long Beach State clinging to a 4-2 lead as Estrada laces one toward the third base coaching box, but it's foul. 0-2 the count. Lions open the game with 2 runs in their half of the first inning, but the bats have been pretty quiet since then, as the Dirtbags got 2 in the third, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and hold a 4-2 lead. Long Beach State starting the evening at just 7-30 on the season. Really a program that's a bit in disarray as they let go Troy Buckley, their head coach, about 2 weeks ago. As Estrada swings and misses for a strikeout. So the second time Estrada has gone down on strikes.
Hard swing, and Estrada visibly upset after that one. Holding the bat there at the end and walking off. Not making eye contact with anyone except the dugout. That brings Luttrell up.
And that's when Mora is good, that high fastball. Looking like it's going to kind of come down in the zone. Estrada fooled for out number 1 here in the 8th inning. Chase Luttrell stands in. Luttrell's been hit by a pitch. Fly ball out to left field. Check that, a foul ball down the left field line, and then grounded out to Lambo at second base. Mora misses outside. Luttrell ahead in the count 2-0. 4 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Long Beach State. 2 runs, 5 hits, and an error for LMU. Both teams have left 4 runners on base. That pitch misses inside, so Mora missing on both sides of the plate. Behind in the count 3-0. DeSaw standing in the on-deck circle. And a 4-pitch walk is drawn by Luttrell.
And Kyle Mora is kind of sticking to the same formula we saw when he first came out this evening, as he's pitching with a ton of force and gusto behind the ball, but sometimes he's sacrificing a little bit of accuracy for power.
So DeSaw stands in. Has a double, 1 for 3. Pushed his average to 233, lifts a fly ball into foul ground. Shear will have a play and make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs and a runner at first base. We will see a pinch hitter for Long Beach State. It'll be number 12, Brooks Stotler. Stotler is a 6'2", 205-pound senior from Vista. It's down near San Diego. He prepped at Rancho Buena Vista High School. He's just the second senior we have seen on the Long Beach State roster tonight, the first being John Sheeks, who started the game.
Well, Stotler batting just below 200, 198, and 106 at-bats. He's had 22 recorded runs this season off of 21 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, no home runs, and 5 RBIs.
Luttrell over at first base is 1 for 3 in stolen base attempts. And with a 2-run differential, we'll see if they'll send Luttrell. Mora thinks so, goes over to Chavez at first base. And with a left-handed batter, might be the right time and right place to send Luttrell.
Seeing a pretty thick layer of fog coming here, not as thick as we saw last year with the USC fog delay. That was a strange one, but luckily the fog's a little bit higher up this evening.
Pitch is lifted in the air to center field, and Hirsch moving under it. Should have a play, and does. And out number 3 is recorded. So Mora settles in, stranding a dirt bag. And after 6.5, it's 7.5, it's Long Beach State 4, Loyola Marymount 2. You're watching Lions baseball on the LMU Sports Network and the W.TV, powered by Watch Stadium.